Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have finally made it up here to North Dakota to spend some time with Melinda. She got here about a week and a half before I did. And during that whole week and a half, there was no harvesting going on at all. And she was going out of her mind. And the day I get up here is the day they start harvesting 12 hours a day, full speed. So now I'm up here with nothing to do. And that's the sad thing about the east side of the state. There is nothing to see. And I hate to say that, I hate to be negative, but there's just nothing but farmland for miles and miles and miles. Flat farmland. So we did find a waterfall for me to visit while she's working. And I debated on whether or not I want to come see this waterfall. When I looked at the pictures of the waterfall, it looked like it could be dried up this time of the year. So I looked at some of the pictures on Google Images, Google Maps, and it did look like a very small waterfall that had the potential of drying up. And I hated to waste two hours of drive time to find a dry waterfall. But after doing a little bit more research, I did discover that it's spring fed. So hopefully this waterfall will be running. I took the chance, drove 2 hours. Here I am. I'm at the trailhead right now, checking out. We'll fix to find out if this waterfall is dried up. It's only 6 foot tall. It's the only waterfall here in North Dakota. So that was one of the reasons, the only registered waterfall in North Dakota. So that is one of the reasons I decided to come on this little adventure to see North Dakota's only waterfall. So this trail that I'm fixing to get on is part of the North Country Trail. So we're somewhere around here in North Dakota. Melinda and I have done quite a bit of the North Country Trail in Michigan. Right about here in Munising is Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. We've done 45 miles in that. And here in Marquette, I think it's an island there called Presque Isle, and we've hiked from there to a little place called Hidden Beach. So we've probably done 55 miles of the North Country Trail, and I'm fixing to do a couple more here in North Dakota. I just thought that was an interesting piece of information about this North Country Trail, which runs from North Dakota through Minnesota, along the Lake Superior here in Wisconsin, along Lake Superior, then around, I think it's not Munising, but the little town east of Munising. It goes south across Mackinac Bridge down through center of Michigan, down to the bottom of Ohio, through Pennsylvania, and through New York. Would have been a whole lot better if they could have hugged the Great Lakes here in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan too, Lower Peninsula, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. So it's not rained here at all in North Dakota since it's been here. It's actually been quite beautiful. And I don't think it's supposed to rain today, but here we are, it's raining. I've got cold weather gear, but I've got no wet weather gear. However, I do have a umbrella to help keep me dry. This is a 2.2 mile trail just to get to the waterfall. So it's gonna be another 2.2 miles back. 4 miles round trip, not a big deal. It's just not the best weather, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. So guys, here we go. North Country Trail, 2.2 miles to the only waterfall, registered waterfall in North Dakota. 6 foot tall. Let's go check it out. So I did double back here at the trailhead. There's a place where you can get you a handy dandy little map, and you could register on the trail. So I'm gonna go ahead and register. That way if anything happens, hopefully they'll be able to find me. I have, however, told Melinda this is what I'll be doing today, so at least she knows I'll be here doing this hike today. It is Friday the 13th, and I think I said before I hesitated about coming here, but once I did decide to do this adventure, I was trying to get everything together, and absolutely nothing wanted to work out right. While getting all my stuff together, I couldn't find my GoPro batteries, my GoPro, the cover for my GoPro battery. Nothing was working out right. And I went to go get gas to fill up on gas because I didn't want to get stuck out in the middle of North Dakota without a and the gas station being nowhere around, so I went ahead and topped off, but the pump would not work right. It would turn on and everything, just wouldn't pump gas. And the attendant just happened to be out there, and she goes, "It's broke, something's wrong with it," but she was able to do something, make it work right. Google Maps just ain't working, cooperating with me, so it just seemed like a bad sign to come here today, but I decided to do it anyway. Hopefully it'll all work out just fine. So I started hiking about 1:20. It's gonna be approximately 2 miles. We'll see how long it takes me. I'm walking pretty briskly, so hopefully it won't take too long. I think I usually do 2 miles an hour. Let's see how that works out. The trail is quite obvious, but they do have it marked very well, so I'm thankful for that. I have got turned around on trails before. I don't want to get turned around on a trail today, that's for sure. You never know how this weather is going to change. It's supposed to get up to about 56 today. But you do have little spur trails. I don't know if that's I don't know if it's animal trails or they do a lot of horseback riding here. Maybe from that, but very thankful that they are marked. Trails are marked. And I did say North Dakota is fairly flat, but you kind of get to the center of the state, you got some rolling hills, and these hills are getting the best of me at the moment. I'm probably not even 3/4 of a mile in, and I'm already thankful that I got outside today. I read a few reviews on this trail, and there's not many reviews, but the ones I did read said that you can often spot wildlife. So I'm here by myself, walking silently. Hopefully we'll see something interesting. Yep, trail splits. Which way should I go? Yep, even on a rainy day, it's nice to be out on a hiking trail. I would have loved to been able to see it during a pretty day, but this may be my only opportunity to do this trail, so I better take advantage of it. Oh gosh, about to lose my umbrella. It's awful windy here in North Dakota. Wow, look at there. Thankful for that. Just a minute ago I said I'm probably not even 3/4 of a mile in. Well, I wasn't even a half a mile in. I love it when they mark the trails with mileage. Wow, this trail is absolutely beautiful. I wasn't expecting it to be so pretty, but I'm thankful that it is. There's another trailhead on the other side of the waterfall that was marked on Google Maps, and I went there because it's just a hop, skip, and jump away from the parking area. But once I got there, there's no signage, there was no parking that I saw. It just looked like private property to me, and it didn't look very inviting, and I didn't want to get caught trespassing on somebody's property and making somebody mad. So I opted to come to the other side of the waterfall where the mic is 2.5 miles away, and I'm thankful I did because it's turned out quite pleasant. All right, we're at the 1 mile marker, halfway there, and it took me 27 minutes. So yeah, that's almost 2 miles per hour. That's pretty good. The rain's kind of stopped, but I've opted to keep my umbrella up because it keeps my lens clear of raindrops, because it is sprinkling every now and then. But the wind keeps hitching the umbrella, especially when you're on top of a hill. That wind just grabs it, wants to pull it right out of your hands. I'm afraid it's gonna mess up my umbrella before I can make it all the way back to the van. So on the way here, I did see glimpses of the Sheyenne River, but while on the trail, this is the first glimpse of water I've seen on the trail. This waterfall does come out of a natural spring and then shortly flows into the Sheyenne River. So hopefully we'll be able to get close-up look of the spring and the river. I don't think they're that far apart. Mile marker 1.5. We're 3/4 of the way there. I saw this little picnic area here. It looks like it's up against the river, so I'm gonna go check it out. And I feel like this is a backpacking site for folks doing a North Country trail. That's what it looks like to me anyway. And I'm just gonna walk over here, see if the river is over here. They got them some wood here to burn. Nope, there's a stream, but no river that I see anyway. But I am certain this is a campsite, backwoods campsite for backpackers on the North Country Trail. We're at the 2-mile marker. We are almost there. I didn't think I was gonna make it. And I started wondering, did I take a wrong turn? So I was fixing to pull up my phone to see how long I've been hiking. That's why it's always good to know how fast you hike, because if I hiked an hour and a half, I'd known that I had gone way beyond my spot, because I knew I would probably be here in about an hour time, especially with this easy hiking. So it's always good to know how quickly you hike, and you can compare your time to your distance. And I think I see it up here across this little stream. Look at there. I bet this is slick too. It's real slick. See the sign up here? Look at that. Sign says waterfall, 100 feet. So we made it. I don't see a river though, so I don't think we're going to see where it flows into the river. We'll know a little bit more when we get up here a little closer. Look at all that beauty. Wow, if I didn't know no better, I would say I was in Tennessee. Earlier today, it was nothing but flat fields, nothing but farmland as far as the eye could see. Now we got all this beauty here. You know, there in Hillsboro, North Dakota, it looks like somebody just put a neighborhood right in the middle of the fields for all the farmers to live. Oh, I see it. Look at it. I had to work hard to get to this one, guys. Looks like another overnight camping spot. Oh, look at that. Blue herring. Down here getting him a drink of water. There it is, people. We'll walk across, get a closer look at it, but I'm certain we're not going to see where it flows into the Sheyenne River. I thought it was like within 100 yards it flows into the river, but it does not, as far as I could tell. Guys, this is it. This is North Dakota's only registered waterfall. Not only that, it's their tallest waterfall, coming in at approximately 6 amazing feet. Let's go take a look from the top. I wonder if that's what the spring actually is. There's a little cave there. Don't know that we'll find the source of the water, but it's a natural spring. I guess up there in that direction somewhere. And here is a view from the top of this amazing waterfall. It's not surprising that North Dakota has only one waterfall because it is flat. So I did get out here and see this one, at least. I was hoping earlier when I was walking by here, I'd see some wildlife, but absolutely no wildlife today except for a blue herring, and I heard a hawk in the distance. And that's the only wildlife I've noticed today. I'm not done. All right, guys, I made it back to the parking lot. It took me 2 hours round trip of hiking 4 miles. So thankful I got outside today to enjoy a little bit of this nature, even though it was a little bit cold. Appreciate you watching the video to the very end, and hopefully you'll subscribe to the channel to see what our next adventure is. Before I go, I'm gonna walk you down here just right outside the parking lot here, show you some of the Sheyenne River. I had to travel a lot of gravel roads to get to this waterfall here in North Dakota. There's the parking lot in that direction. Really cool one-lane bridge here going over the Sheyenne River. And every time I see a river, I often ask myself, do people kayak here? It looks like it'd be a wonderful river to kayak. I will probably never know. But if you have kayaked it, let us know in the comments below. I'm very interested in whether or not people do kayak here, and maybe what kind of species of fish are in the river. With all that being said, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.